Hello, everyone. Now it's time to look at something that at least I think is really fun. And we've been looking at both basic chords, chord progressions, as well as some ways to spice up your chords. But now I want to have a little look at a technique that's building upon what we've learned so far, but creating a totally different and unique texture. It's a technique that's great for intros, atmospheric parts, and it's called pedal notes. A pedal note is also called a drone, and it's a sustained root/tonic note that can be put under a moving harmonic or melodic element, for example. This means that if your melody is in D minor, the pedal note would rest on D, the root, while the melodies or chords are moving over it, forming different chord progressions or melodies. One way to use a drone is to have a low sustained note and have your main theme play over it. Let's listen to an example where I've taken a little piano theme, first played together with chords, and then substituted the chords with the drone. And you can hear how the drone stays on the root note of the key, while the other elements are moving more freely over it. First, let's just check out the little piano theme. Now let's quickly just have a listen to a quick string mock-up I did of the same theme with the melody in cellos and just some sustained string patch playing the chords under it. So a simple little theme, but now let's listen to what happens when we take all the chords away and just use a drone resting on D, the root note. Let's have a listen. Now listen to how much more mystical and atmospheric it becomes. It is the exact same melody, the exact same instrument playing it the very same way, but the only thing that's changed is the chords, which are now switched out with a simple drone, and the effect is huge. And I really like the effect it gives. It gives it a very mystical and nice atmospheric vibe. Now another way to use pedal notes is to have chords playing over it instead of a melody. So using drones creates a unique texture, very different from having the bass notes follow the chords. And let me just play around with some chords over the drone so you can see the effect it creates. So I just move the drone over here and I'm just going to take these strings. Let me actually duplicate that so I have a fresh layer. It's gonna delete all these things and we're good to go. All right. Again, you can hear that playing these chords over a drone instead of making the bass follow the chords creates a big difference. So I found drones a lot of fun, and it's a really cool effect and a really nice way to introduce a theme without really going overboard in the first introduction of it. And it really gives up a really unique vibe that where the only difference is the actual harmony. There's no difference in instrumentation and so on. You can see I've only used strings as the chords and the cello as a melody in the exact same way both times, but the difference is striking. So you can basically do this with any theme. So add this little trick to your toolkit and you'll be able to pull off some really cool stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video where we're going to have a look at modulation.